Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to my channel, Ideal Tarot. My name is Mimra. Welcome if you're new. It's the eclipse in Pisces, and I know everybody's feeling it. It's very emotional um, lessons, emotional lessons, and that kind of thing. Um, on my way home today, I noticed a synchronicity, and it was a gator. I saw it twice, gator. So I thought, what does that even mean? So I came home and I wasn't even thinking about the eclipse. I'd forgotten about it. And I was just driving home, just looking around, being present, and saw gator twice. So I thought, I'm going to look that up and see what that means. So gator, of course, they're very ancient and primal. So, of course, they have this ancient wisdom. It's like a timeless knowledge that they carry. And I feel like that has something to do with um, what we carry within us that we are remembering or starting to remember. Um, like we carry this ancient wisdom or knowledge. And as far as the primal instincts go, um, it's like you want to naturally, it's like you're in this, you have to protect yourself mode. um you're feeling like you're in like this survival mode. That's that primal energy of the gator. But one of the big energies in gator is patience and timing. So especially like in pursuing goals and things like that. Resilience, transformation. These are other energies associated with the alligator. Resilience, transformation. It's a period of personal growth, of learning lessons, maybe things from the past coming back, certain patterns and things like that. But you're growing. This is a period of personal growth, so you're aware. It's awareness, having the awareness, the emotional depth, maybe going through some sort of life transition, something like that. But it's about, your protection and boundaries, setting healthy boundaries. I've been doing that too. It has been a very emotional time, and we're actually growing from these emotional lessons and life transitions that we are all going through as a collective. And also, the last thing it was talking about was integration. And I thought this was really cool, integration of the conscious and subconscious. So, the spiritual meaning of the alligator is integrating, living both in the water and on the land. They live in water and on land. So, it's like integrating that. And that's funny because water is the Pisces energy, and the eclipse is in Pisces. So and the land. And right now, well, for the past couple of years, Virgo has been um what do you call it? It's been like in an axis cycle with um Pisces. So it's been Pisces, Virgo Pisces axis for since like September of 2024. So that is coming to an end, and this is the last eclipse in that 2-year period. So, and that was just so awesome to me that that is happening, and the alligator lives part in water, part on land, and it's integrating. It's an integration of the water and the land, the emotions and the practicalities symbolically there. So that connection, when I started reading about, okay, so that's what the gator is. Let's see what exactly is the lunar eclipse in Pisces about. So that was about spiritual, emotional transformation. The same exact thing. And so, like I said, it was talking about an awakening. So it's like there's an awakening happening, and maybe even psychic activations within us. Some people are becoming more telepathic, knowing what people really feel, even if they don't say it. I mean, your intuition is very heightened at this time, especially with it being in Pisces. Pisces is all about intuition and emotions. But yeah, so all of that is amplified. It's your intuition, your empathy, being able to see beyond the surface of things now. It's an emotional release and it's closure, of course. This is the energy of the eclipse, the lunar eclipse in Pisces now. Um, Conscious surrender, which pretty much means go with the flow, stay calm, stay in your peace, know that things are going to work out in your favor. So you are doing this surrendering control to the flow, staying calm. And also it's a karmic alignment, and this eclipse is activating the north and south nodes. So it's a moment to actually integrate what's been learned over the past 2 years, that the Virgo and Pisces axis have been aligned. So these past 2 years, you're integrating and taking what you've learned, and it's prompting this whole reevaluation of who you are and how you present yourself, because it's activating Pisces' first house. And first house is self-identity, how you see yourself. So that just all went together so beautifully. And I just wanted to pull, about three cards to talk about it. It was so crazy that the Gator and the lunar eclipse tonight is pretty much in sync, the same freaking energy. That's crazy. So I'm going to pull. I've got 3 little questions for this eclipse in Pisces. And I'm going to ring the bell just a second here. So get prepared. Cleanse the space. And first, we're going to talk about the revelation. What are you finally ready to see clearly? This is a time for awareness and seeing things clearly. So, what is the collective in general ready to see clearly? What is the collective ready to see clearly in this first position? There it is. Oh my goodness. Looks like the Hierophant. He's been coming out quite a bit. So this is lessons learned. The Hierophant takes action from learned experiences. They learn from their experience so that they don't repeat the same mistakes. And that's exactly what I was just talking about with that eclipse energy, is these emotional patterns are coming to an end. But the Hierophant learns the lessons That's crazy. That's so awesome. So with each one of these questions, I'm going to pull a moonology card. It's also full moon in Pisces, to go with it. So we're going to clarify the Hierophant, which is your lessons that you are, and challenges and obstacles that are emotional. By the way, these emotional patterns, these emotional cycles are coming to an end. And what you are seeing is clearly what they were. They were meant for you. They weren't, they were for your highest good. And you're seeing that. What is the Hierophant moonology? What is the Hierophant? With the Hierophant energy. Okay. A personal issue reaches resolution. Full moon in Cancer. I have been seeing 69 so much. And as a matter of fact, this morning, I'm going to show you a picture. I took a picture because I kept seeing it so much. I don't know if you can see this. 69, 69, which is also the sign for Cancer. Then, when I got to work and turned on my computer, I saw this. 69. So that is that emotional Cancer energy as well. Let's see what this card has to say regarding emotional patterns and things learned. Full moon in Cancer. It says things are likely to get very heated as full moon in Cancer is a super emotional sign. So there could be something of an explosion of feelings around now or surrounding your question. It's important to be sensitive to other people when you pull this card. Empathy and heightened, it says spiritual awakening, psychic activation, amplifying intuition, empathy, and being able to see beyond the surface. Empathy. Um, it's important to be sensitive to other people when you pull this card. There are some very fine sensibilities around, so tread carefully as you move toward your goals or dreams. Now, it was about patience and timing in pursuing goals. Patience and timing when pursuing goals. So this says, this card indicates an especially feminine time. It also heralds the time to deal with any family issues coming up. Nothing to worry about. It signals a challenge is now coming to an end. That's what the full moon is. Full circle. Something's coming to an end. Closure, release. So whatever it is that collectively that you've been going through, and everybody's challenges and obstacles are different, but they're all emotional. They were all emotional challenges and emotional patterns and cycles, but they're coming to an end. This card suggests both that a domestic matter or private issue will soon come to a head, and that is great, a great time to move house. This also energy was about life transition. That was the Gator energy, emotional depth, and that was in resilience and transformation, a period of personal growth, emotional depth, and life transition. So it's a time for life changes. Things are happening for the collective that are life changing right now. Major shifts. It's a time for you to step up and agree to overcome your insecurities. Meditate to soothe heightened emotions. Wow. Okay, so you Something's coming to a head, something reaches a resolution because you're seeing something clearly. You're seeing the lessons clearly. Very interesting. Next question was around release. So what has reached completion? What are we being asked to stop carrying into the next chapter? So what are we being asked to stop carrying in the next chapter? Okay, so I was a little bit startled because it was the sun. And I was like, I don't want to release the sun. I like that. That's joy and illumination and all that good stuff. There's no more positive card in the tarot than the sun. So I was like, what? That's what we're going to release? So this is what it says. The sun is one of the only cards in the deck that means virtually the same thing, whether it's drawn upright or reversed. Sometimes it can be difficult to recognize that things are changing when shifts don't happen overnight. There's the timing again. Patience. The alligator too. Patience. The sun can ask you to take a second to look at your circumstances and celebrate the small wins. They add up in time if you are attuned to them. So beware of being pessimistic. So releasing that pessimism because things are improving. Things are moving in your favor. These challenges and things, like I said, are happening for you, not to you. And you are releasing that. This card actually, in one part, it said, stop sulking. It says, don't be clingy and stop sulking. Stop feeling like a victim and know that these things are happening for you. You have released those feelings that, poor me, woe is me, or seeing the cup half empty versus half full. Your perspective is changing. You have released the old way of thinking about the things that cause the emotions in you the emotions that stir up in you or get triggered within you. And now you know how to turn that into the sun. You are turning those lessons into positive things. Wow. That scared me at first. I was like, I'm not releasing the sun. But no, you're releasing the way you look at the challenges. And you're looking at them more positively now. Let's pull a moon card to clarify the sun. Clarify the sun. What are we releasing? What are we being asked to stop carrying into the next chapter? What are we being asked to stop carrying into the next chapter? Keep dropping them. What are we being asked to carry in the next chapter? There it goes. Oh my gosh, new moon in Pisces. Meditate and contemplate. So what are we being asked? I was wondering if these moon cards were going to all be watery since it's the Pisces energy here. Let's see what this says. Meditate and contemplate. This card speaks of dreams and romance, soulmates and poetry. It suggests there is a new start coming your way that's connected to a matter that leaves you feeling somewhere between having your head in the clouds and being a totally altered state. There could be confusion and disappointment if that's what you've had before and that's what you're expecting. However, if you're onto a good thing, then wish hard because the words of your soul and your heart could help bring about the manifestation of your dreams. If all that sounds a little wet and watery, that's Pisces for you. This is the last sign of the zodiac, and the new moon in Pisces card can suggest a last ditch chance to make your dreams come true. Use your feelings to guide your way. Logic won't work right now. So release the ego, release the practicalities, you have to trust your intuition, which is your heart. So you have to take action from the heart. So they're asking you to release the logical thinking of something and let the watery energy come through. Face your fears. They may be holding you back. So you have to face your fears in order to release them. The situation is being healed. It is time to surrender to the divine. Surrender. Go with the flow. That was the energy of the eclipse also. Surrender. It's facing your fears, and you can do this through meditation and contemplation. Release fears and trust your gut. That's the Gator energy, but it also is Pisces with trust your intuition, because that's your gut feeling. Trust yourself. So you're learning to trust yourself more, face your fears, understand the patterns. You're seeing the patterns, you're learning from those, you're breaking them. Looks great. Looks great going forward. So the third thing was emergence. What becomes possible once we release, fear and patterns and all that stuff, the logic, and go with our heart? What becomes possible when we release these things? Let's see here. What emergence? What will emerge once we release? What becomes possible once we release the fear, the patterns? What becomes possible? Whoa, something big. What is it? The King of Wands. King of Wands. What becomes possible? You're entering a period of taking action based on your intuition and confidently asserting yourself. This may involve travel, perhaps on your own. You're working hard on mastering your responses and reactions to others without losing your cool. It may mean you are feeling more confident in your talents and crafts. The King of Wands may represent a person who embodies the qualities of leadership, authority, stability, and calm in the face of adversity. Wow. This card may be asking that you step into an authoritative role in some area of your life by relying on your instincts. There's the Gator and the Pisces intuition. The those instincts and Pisces intuition, trusting that, relying on your instincts with maturity and confidence. This is what is possible. You can take decisive action with enthusiasm. Notice how you react around others who display these characteristics. Passionate, creative, powerful. That's you will become your true self. Stability, ambition, and action. You'll take the action. I don't know if you've been feeling, you know, not motivated, not feeling very energetic, feeling lazy, um, unproductive, but you're moving into this action energy. Mm, action energy, ambition, drive, creativity. moving on, completing projects, creative projects, taking on leadership roles, maybe starting your own channel, sharing your gifts, trusting your intuition. Who are you? Like the energy from the eclipse, the lunar, it says it's activating Pisces first house, your self-identity. Your self-identity. Sovereignty, authority over yourself. Re-evaluating who you are and how you present yourself. All right, Moonology, clarify King of Wands. What do we need to know about the King of Wands? Clarify the King of Wands. What is emerging once we release? This is awesome. What's emerging once we release? What is emerging? And there it goes. We got two. Lots of stuff emerging. And that's crazy because we had all that water over there. Then when we get the King of Wands, we get full moon in Leo. Don't let pride get in your way. More fire with the King of Wands. We also got waxing crescent moon, which have faith in your dreams. Having faith in your dreams. Pushing towards, taking action towards your passions and desires. This is where you're going. You're about to start co-creating and getting creative and inventive and innovative and excited about something. It's different for everyone. Let's see here. Full moon in Leo. Let's keep talking about that fire. It's talking about ego and heart. Leo energy is all about the heart. Think of the big-hearted king of the jungle, the lion. Its energy is magnificent, but when it's combined with the rush of the full moon, it can become over the top. This card may have come to you because you need to end a deadlock that has developed. More love and thoughts for the greater good are the solution to the dilemma. And you already know that from the Hierophant and the full moon in Cancer. A personal issue reaches resolution. Something you already know. More love and thoughts for the greater good are the solution to this dilemma. If you've not been doing as you would be done by, this is a time to find balance between your own needs and the needs of the people around you. This will help all of your relationships. Be magnificent without being plain. Self-esteem is good. Vanity is not. Everyone is equally important. So, and it says creative urges should be followed. Work some magic. Creativity, desire, passion. It's action. It's time to take action towards those creative passions. Wow. And have faith in your dreams. Let's see what that is. Waxing crescent moon. Don't give up. There's the resilience. There's the resilience from the Gator. Resilience and transformation. The situation you've been asking about is still taking shape. You're nowhere near the end of the story. Whatever is happening now is just a step along the way. This is just the end of one chapter and the beginning of another. As they say in the self-help classics, everything will be okay in the end. If it's not okay, it's not the end. However, the waxing crescent moon card is a reminder that you must still keep working toward whatever it is that you want. If you can't take practical steps, spend time meditating. Meditate and contemplate. Spend time meditating on the question you're asking about and allow your higher self to download information to you about your best next step. Overall, this card suggests there is every reason to be hopeful for a very positive outcome to the situation you're asking about. So keep faith. The positive outcomes, you know that too, because you've released the negative thoughts behind the emotional pattern cycles and challenges that are going on. Moving into a more positive, looking at things differently from the heart with empathy and compassion. And this is helping you to emerge who you really are and turn into your creative, actionable, exciting new you. So have faith in your dreams. Have faith in your dreams. That's wonderful. That is an awesome message. I just want to pull an angel card for our overall last message. What do we need to know about this eclipse energy? Overall message from the angels. Revelation, release, and emergence. What do we need to know about this? Okay, on the floor. 1100. 1100. It says, a free divine aid, care, perseverance, guidance, and assistance. Divine guidance from the power of God and angels. Please change your thoughts. You may have prayed for greater happiness and better health. If so, this is a response to your prayer. God knows the solution you seek, and it will be born in your thoughts. During your transition, ask God to guide the direction of your thoughts and support you. So keep on staying in this positive mindset. No matter what's going on, know that it's going on for you. Things are going to start moving and changing because these you're releasing those thoughts. You're seeing things correctly. You're learning from your mistakes with the Hierophant, and you're turning into the King of Wands, who's very creative and ambitious and actionable. But that was the message. You all are balancing your heart and your intellect, trust in your intuition, trust in your gut, integrating that water and land energy, staying balanced and aligned, learning lessons with the Hierophant, being more empathetic and compassionate and loving, and being more in tune with your psychic ability, your intuition, meditating, listening, being present, and getting that spark lit. You're lighting the spark with this water. It's crazy. The water is actually lighting your spark. Now, how does that happen? The water is just lighting your spark. So have faith in your dreams. Believe in yourself. I keep saying that too. Believe in yourself. I believe in you. And that's the message. Don't forget to like and subscribe if any of this resonated with you. Thank you for spending your part of your lunar eclipse in Pisces with me. I do give free readings, so be sure to check out that information down in the description box. Until next time, I love you. Bye.